And in that spirit, we just want to let you guys know that we have lowered the prices to a point where even if we sell out every single item on the website, we will make zero profit on our investment into this.
Zoomed in and talked about how this brand is comfort color. And that brand specifically partners with other retailers who I'm sure also do printing and drop shipping and all of those things. And these shirts retail for about $7.
Okay, so in high honor of talking about TikTok Pyjama Gate, I am coming to you wearing something that I would most likely wear to bed. We have got a Smokey the Bear Says. Yeah, got that from Colorado when I went out there. Got my Smokey the Bear. And I've also got this one. Let us just get comfortable, right? I'm hoping you guys are in your overpriced pajamas as well.
We are also aware that some people may even take more time out of their day to try to shame us from not doing this in the first place.
I'm actually really quite excited to talk about this because this is some TikTok drama that I live for. I absolutely love this kind of thing to talk about. Not already aware, there is this Pyjama Gate going around. There was Cicely Bochman. Sure this is how you say her name. Oh, and then you also have Samantha as well. I'm sorry, Samantha, put you up here. To be honest with you, I've only heard of Cecily, and the reasoning why I heard about her originally was because she was that woman. She's like that mum talker slash family vlogger who did that video where she let all the kids blow out her daughter's candles before the daughter could, and it sparked an absolute outrage. So that was the very first I'd ever heard about her, and she's also done other things as well, I'm pretty sure.
We are heading to Disney World, and I want to pick up some Disney essentials for our day of trip.
You're a pretty big influencer here on TikTok, and you are posting that you're going to Disney World all excited. There's like a really big, scary hurricane, Milton, coming to Florida.
I'm already coming at you strong with the great information, but what I do know quite a little bit about now is the Pyjama brand that they have come out with, and the fact that they were charging just shy of $100 for a pair of women's Christmas pajamas. You might be thinking, is this 100% cotton? We're getting some really nice quality material here. No, no, we're not. We're actually getting, I believe it was 93% rayon. 93% rayon, which is not the same as polyester, because I'm not a fashion designer or know much about materials, but I did do a really quick Google search. You look at something like Skims, which is in most cases like 100% cotton. I feel like they can charge 100 if they want to justify it for the material. I'm not going to buy these pajamas just solely on the basis that the actual brand is called For the Mems, and as I say, it's ran by Samantha and Cecily. Basically, it caused such a big scene that these two, who had previously done, you know, like Walmart trips and all of that kind of stuff, trying to be more like the relatable mum, they had come out and basically are trying to get people to part with like $100, not including shipping, and I'm sure like tax if you're American as well. So already you're looking at like what could be an $150 pair of pajamas, and if you think, is this gonna get any better? Not really, because then you then go on and you start looking at the other pieces. Some of these pictures of the products that they're trying to sell, the actual product is like crimpled. There's been people that have spotted like hair on them just from the picture in itself. It's like, can no one iron any of this? Who is doing the photography for this? Because why are they so crumpled? And to make it even worse, because you're thinking, well, you know, oh, I don't know, $60 kids pajamas, maybe it's really good quality. The funny thing is that the people of Reddit, right, the people that have my heart, the Redditors, all right, I love Reddit, the Redditors, the Cecily Bochman subreddit, when they were doing their photography and they put up all of these, you know, products, whoever was in charge of it, they forgot to edit out the fact that the t-shirt very clearly said Comfort Colors, as in the brand, all right? So I'll put it up here. Had the label in it, okay? They went to go and type in Comfort Colors on Amazon and found out that you can buy from this brand their plain t-shirts for just under $10, which means that these ladies, Cecily, Samantha, had basically managed to buy these t-shirts and then stick a, you know, image on it and are upcharging for like $60. How insane is that? Now it then comes into question, well, where are you getting all these other pajamas from? Because they're not 100% cotton, and they were originally $100, but they've now been dropped down. We're going to get onto that in just a minute. Not just that, okay, before all these products went live so you could buy it. Someone had managed to access the website because for the mems to actually get into their login, to log into their account, the password was the same as the brand name. It was for the mems. So a person had got on there and had managed to find out exactly how much stock they had. Yeah, insane.
Y'all, somebody hacked the For the Mems Cecily Bauman website, and we need to talk about it right now. So somebody figured out the URL for the internal part of the site, and the password was the brand name. It has since been changed, but they got in and looked at like all of the quantities and all kinds of stuff. As always, with anything that I say, this is for educational purposes only, no hate to anyone involved. These are the like maximum stock amounts that they have in stock, meaning that likely they have not printed any of these products. It's all dropship, like I said in my video before. Also, peep that whole hair in that photo that I missed. But another really interesting thing is somebody zoomed in and talked about how this brand is comfort color. And that brand specifically partners with other retailers who I'm sure also do printing and drop shipping and all of those things. And these shirts retail for about $7, which on wholesale, I'm going to bet is at least a couple dollars off of that. And it looks like they just never changed the tag out before they did the shoot. Whoever did that shoot needs to lose their job. They didn't switch out all of the tags. There was that literal hair. Everything looked like a total mess. But the thing I can't believe is that literally people just got into the internal of the site because they didn't have a good password.
So not only do we have like crumpled clothing being sold, we have clothing which very clearly the material is not there to be charging that amount of money for, like Skims level. No, it's not on there. And I will compare Skims because I've only heard good things about Skims loungewear. Pick your poison, all right? I know it's the Kardashians, but the Skims, I've always wanted a Skims loungewear because everyone's always raved about it. Even people that don't like the Kardashians love the loungewear, right? I'd love it, but to afford that amount of money on some pajamas is absolutely ludicrous. Sometimes I will go to sleep and stuff like this, and then I have like pajama shorts. I just wear mixy matchy, and I for sure am not spending $100 on Christmas pajamas, but I don't, if you want to do it and you got the money, I don't care. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm just saying that when they're finding out that, you know, you can buy the exact same t-shirt just without the logo on it for like under $10 in the kids range, but they're charging $60. There's something seriously the matter with what is going on. After this drama kept on drama-ing, both sat down and they said, first off, they are basically saying like, yes, we listened to your feedback, so we've now lowered the price to the point where even if we sell out of everything, they're not gonna make back their money. I don't really get it. Yet they say they hear people loud and clear. They turned off their comments. I hate it when people say this, when they say, yes, we hear you loud and clear, we understand, we are terribly sorry, you know, the economy isn't great, guys, but hey, we're so sorry, we're gonna lower the price. They then go and disable the comments. It's like, well, you obviously don't care.
Guys,
Hello.
you guys know that we started For the Mems, and it was inspired by our family's desire to always come together to create special memories, to coordinate, to match, and that all originated with Christmas morning.
And so that's when For the Mems was born, something that would be high quality that we could love, but also that you guys could love too.
Obviously, neither one of us has ever had any experience in the clothing industry.
When it comes to building a clothing line from the ground up, that specifically, I mean, I worked in retail, but when it comes to building a clothing line from the ground up, it is completely different.
Have any experience in designing, producing, selling, especially when it comes from something from the ground up. And we are so thankful for everyone who has given us guidance on this, everyone who has supported us on this. It has been incredible.
In all honesty, yesterday was another learning opportunity for us.
Absolutely.
Samantha and I cannot state enough about how proud we are of the quality of the pajamas that we are selling.
And we are so confident in the fact that everyone who has purchased one will absolutely love the quality of the product that they receive. We are really grateful for the feedback that we have received about the price of the PJ sets. And in wanting to maintain that desire and that heart for why we started For the Mems in the first place, to bring something that we love and cherish so much to you guys, we wanted to make it more accessible, and we've decided to lower the prices on the pajama sets across the board on the website.
We saw your guys' comments about being so excited for this drop. And we are so grateful for you being a part of the excitement with us. Your disappointment of not being able to have it within reach. And that's why we wanted to reduce those prices.
We want to do this to make this more within reach for you, our community, because our community is what matters most to us.
Something that Samantha and I value so much is authenticity when it comes to both of our social channels.
We very much value transparency and honesty with you. And in that spirit, we just want to let you guys know that we have lowered the prices to a point where even if we sell out every single item on the website, we will make zero profit on our investment into this.
If you're wondering if you've already purchased, we've already had you guys in mind. We will be refunding your portion to the new price that is reflected on the website.
Aware of the risk that we are taking in doing this, and we are also aware that some people may even take more time out of their day to try to shame us from not doing this in the first place.
This is something that we admit to and are completely okay with correcting,
learning, and growing. The new prices will be reflected on the website at the time of this video going up. See your concerns and your comments, and we heard you, and we are doing what we can to make it feel right.
Thank you guys so much for letting us be honest with you. We love you and are so, so grateful for you.
Yeah, so thankful to just be able to come on and candidly share our hearts.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Either I have a heart made of ice. Nothing about that felt sincere. Nothing about that. Nothing about us. What do you mean we're in your heart of hearts? You turned the comments off. Give me a heart to heart. You won't let me give you a heart to heart because you literally took away the ability to comment.
So they're basically saying, like, yes, we're going to cut it as much as possible and then not make any money. So that pajama set that I have been banging on about, the Santa women's set, so it was, what, $99? It's now $75. I'm going to say this loud and clear. $75 and $98.99. It's not that big a jump. It's simply not that big a jump. And for them to turn around and go, yes, we're not going to make that much money out of it. Are you not? I still think that they are massively overcharging considering what the fabric is. It literally says 93% rayon, 7% spandex.
Also, shout out to this creator right here. We're going to play her in just a minute because she had actually managed to get in there before the comments were turned off. I just thought the comments were always turned off.
You need to look at some of the comments on this video here because this tells us a lot about how they are actually feeling about their launch and the feedback that they got. In the video, Cecily seemed pretty okay and open to the feedback and changing the price. Samantha, on the other hand, in my opinion, seemed like she was not happy and pretty frustrated, to be honest. But the fact that Cecily liked one of these comments tells me a lot. Now, people even in the comments of this video see that Samantha does not seem very happy. Samantha is furious. 618 people like this. People still want to know about the return policy and no sizing chart. If the price for Christmas pajamas for my family equals my car payment, I'm out. One of my favorites is in before comments turned off here. But here's the comment I want to talk about. This one is the top comment. It says, I just don't know why Avery Woods didn't get as much hate as y'all. So odd to me. And Cecily liked this comment. Avery Woods had a set on a website. Yes, the price was $98 for the sweatsuit. If you don't remember, this is what it looked like. But the difference in what Samantha and Cecily are doing and what Avery is doing or did is this is not Avery's company. She does not get to choose the price of the sweatsuit. Yes, she chose to collab with that company with that price, but she was not able to alter that price. The company is already established with well-made, good quality clothing made with good materials and have proven themselves to be able to charge that much for a sweatsuit. Whereas on the other hand, Cecily and Samantha get to pick their own price. They said they were making it accessible to everyone, and this is a new startup company, not a well-established company.
I think that this was just a massive cash grab, which obviously, yeah, whatever, but you know, pick a lane. Who's Elaine? No, pick a lane, whatever the case may be. If you're trying to be relatable, which a little look into her content, that's kind of what she's trying to do. Don't then create a brand and try and pitch $75 pajamas. What are you doing? If you want to be more relatable, go with what most of the people can actually afford, which is not $75 pajamas, right? If you can afford $75 pajamas, I've said that so many times, then good for you, that's fine. But a large majority of people cannot, which is where this is failing. And they didn't even cut the cost by that much. Right, they did not cut the cost that much. And I would be so intrigued to know just how much money this pajama set would actually cost to produce, or where they're getting it from. Because by the looks of it, they are, you know, buying it and then adding their little logos on it. So I would be enthralled to know where these are coming from. But yeah, that is pretty much it for TikTok Pyjamagate. If I've missed anything out, I am terribly sorry, but this has honestly just been hilarious to watch. It's just out of touch influencers trying to cater to the average consumer, which is never going to go down very well at all. I'm going to stick to my mismatched pajamas and my £10 pajamas. I'm happy staying in that lane. I'm really happy staying. I reckon even if I had £100, because, well, even if I had $100, which is what, like 70 quid, I don't know. Even if I had that kind of money, I still wouldn't spend it on pajamas. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.
So, little boy's shirt, so cute, lightweight, breathable. On the back it has a really cute Santa graphic. It says out here looking like a snack.